So we only have time for one more question. I will ask the question. If you had been mayor during the last year or so, would you have exercised your veto power? It hasn't been exercised all that often in Warren. Would you exercise the veto power? And we'll start that with Mr. Sulaka.
No, because I feel that I'm able to build consensus. I'm able to build consensus, and I'm able to sit down with the council members and sit down and be able to agree to disagree. My administration will not run by threats and intimidation. But I know whoever gets elected on the city council, I've worked with them before, and I can work with the council members again. I don't know that I would have in the last year, there's no items that I would have exercised my veto power because, again, I'm a consensus builder, and I would work with the city council.
All right. Mr. Fouts, rebuttal.
Two specific points I would have vetoed. One, the development of the new city hall. I would have vetoed that because it should have been a vote of the people. According to Section 8.1 of the city charter, if you issue general obligation bonds pledged to the full faith and credit of the citizens, you need a 3/5 voter approval. I tried to get that from the council, and they didn't. As a mayor, I would have vetoed it. Also, the Grand Saukwa project. That project was ill-begot. It should have had wider roads. The roads are only 22 feet wide. They should be 28. They're asphalt. They should be concrete. Those roads are going to crumble like pie crust. And that project should have been better. They have substandard size homes. The homes are built on 55-foot lots when the minimum size in the city is 60-foot lots. And that project could have been a lot better. So those two specific things I would have vetoed until the citizens had a chance to discuss those and vote on the referendum on the city hall.
All right, we do not have time for a follow-up, unfortunately, but that will end the second part of the debate, question and answers. Now, we will move to the final part of the debate. Lots were drawn before the debate to determine the speaking order to give the closing statements, and Jim Fouts will give the first closing statement. Mr. Fouts.
As your neighborhood councilman, I'm committed to change, and change is needed in the city of Warren. Rather than empty rhetoric and personal attacks and rambling such as my opponent gave tonight, I want to represent the people, and I want to be the neighborhood councilman. That means that when it comes to, for example, the situation in Southwest Warren where we had a drug house on Rome Street, I'm going to go there and I'm going to clean up the drug houses. I'm going to have more inspectors. I'm going to have more police. I'm going to require that there be some registration of vacant homes that cause these type of problems, such as in the southeast where we had a serious problem of prostitution, where I met with residents at midnight and I went on patrol and I was able to see firsthand the serious problem of prostitution, and I was able to get some change taken. People throughout the city of Warren are pleading for more help. They don't want bashing. They don't want personal attacks. They want action. And as your city council president, and soon to be, hopefully, your mayor, your neighborhood mayor, it will be first priority to clean up the neighborhoods and to make them safe. If you believe that I do, that we need change and we don't need business as usual, giving jobs and contracts to relatives and friends and cronies, then please vote for Jim Fouts. And if you would like to help out, my phone number is 573-8058. I promise you that if you help me, I will help you, and I will be a hands-on mayor. One of the things that I do on a regular basis is that I am a jogger, and I run 3 to 5 miles a day, and I'm very disciplined at what I do. And when I become mayor, that jog will continue to you, and it will be a disciplined effort to make sure that people in Warren have a voice in city government.
Thank you, Jim Fouts. Final closing statement, Richard Sulaka. Mr. Sulaka.
For 26 years, Jim Fouts has been a councilman. For 26 years, he has taken Warren in the wrong direction. Time and time again, we have followed him. But where has he led us? He has led us backwards. He opposed the tank plant development that has brought thousands of jobs to Warren already. He opposed GM's redevelopment of the tech center, and even went to a council meeting in the city of Troy to fight General Motors bringing 1,500 new jobs to the tech center. He opposed the new residential development at 12 Mile and Mound. It is time to bring an end to that type of leadership. Jim Fouts is a political insider, and he has left our city without jobs and thousands of home foreclosures. What I have done in politics has been effective. When pornography was a problem, I brought neighbors together and we fought the system, shut down the pornography store and won. When I led the fight for term limits, I asked Jim Fouts to second the motion to place it on the ballot. He refused. You see, Jim Fouts is a career politician. I'm not. I took on the system and won. And by doing so, the people of Warren won. Don't forget, the end of the Steenberg administration is a direct result of term limits. Let's take our city back. The voters need to think about the future of Warren. Do they want the organized, efficient plan that I offer, or do you want the chaos and confusion that is my opponent? As mayor, I will bring the leadership and the consensus building required to move this great city of Warren forward. Warren's future depends on your vote. Please vote for me for mayor on November 6th. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard Sulaka. And that will conclude the debate. Thank you, candidates. Thank you, panelists, and especially thank you, the audience, for tuning in. I'd also like to thank Fox 2 News for the live web stream of this debate, and of course, everybody here at TV Warren. Remember, vote Tuesday, November 6th, 2007. From all of us here, I'm Charlie Langton. Good night.